You've always wanted it, now you've got it, your very own TV show. So what do you need to do next? The process of producing a show for television of any size takes careful planning, time, and dedication. One thing to keep in mind is that the time you put into your show will be reflected by the quality you get out of your show. Here are some ideas and guidelines to get you started. Once you have a concept for your show, think about what guests, ideas, and topics you'd like to feature. Now you're ready to make a written plan of action. That plan of action includes a tentative schedule for tasks outside of the studio and a schedule for day of production. Make a list of needs prior to shooting. For example, a dedicated hard drive, set pieces, and other production tools. Write down your plan of action in your Pasadena Media Google Doc. Your crew is everything. Without a crew, you don't have a show. So build a strong team and remember to show them appreciation and respect for giving their time to your production. Your production team should have a minimum of 3 to 5 people for a small show and 7 to 10 people for larger, more complex shows. You will also need to determine whether your show will be live to drive, meaning the show is cut live in the studio and does not require additional editing, or whether you'll need an editor to put the program together before it can run on television. Running a show is a demanding task for even the most seasoned producer. Acting as both the host of the show and producer is typically hard to manage. If you're planning to be both host and producer of your show, one of your key positions on your production team will need to be a co-producer, someone who can assist you while you're on the set. The role of the co-producer is important. The co-producer will greet your guests, coordinate activities in the facility while you're recording, get talent releases, and help answer questions from the crew. This will allow you to focus on presenting your best self on camera the day of production, instead of worrying about what's happening behind the camera. The director is the most important role on the day of production. The director will interpret the vision of the show and guide the crew in order to execute the vision on the day of production. Preparation time prior to the production date is highly recommended. The technical director, or TD, operates the video switcher and switches between shots, graphics, music, and roll-ins to be incorporated into your production. This should be the most technically capable person on your crew. Your TD can be the same person as your director, but doesn't have to be. In the studio, there are 3 cameras. Depending on the needs of your show, you can elect to use all 3 cameras or just a single camera. Camera operators will keep your cameras on the move to catch the shot. You can also choose to lock down a camera on a wide shot for safety. The role of the floor manager is to communicate the needs of the director in the control room to those on the floor. They are the eyes and ears on the floor. The stage manager should be the only person communicating to talent during the show unless otherwise stated. If your audiences can't hear what you're saying, then your message isn't getting across. The audio or sound engineer crew member is responsible for the sound on your show. This person mics talent and keeps a close eye on sound levels to ensure sound quality. Other positions your show may require are character generator, teleprompter operator, and/or production assistant. Remember, some of these positions require completing Pasadena Media training courses prior to working on a production. Once you've identified your production team, you'll need to meet with your co-producer to begin developing your show. These steps include, but are not limited to, designating and confirming shoot dates, production meetings, and tech prep days. Create a production day schedule that plans every moment from load-in and set building to strike. Work on your set design and determine whether you'll need to come into the studio to set up the set and plan lighting prior to your shoot date. You may also need to manage media assets such as music, videos, or graphics that need to be uploaded into the TriCaster or a character generator for use in your production. Determine whether you'll be bringing in any documents for the teleprompter. Finally, be sure to prepare your pre-production packet in the Google Drive that will communicate your needs to the Pasadena Media production techs here at the studio. These are just a few suggestions to help you get started. Once you determine your team's need, be sure to schedule an appointment to discuss next steps with a pre-production tech at Pasadena Media to help you get started.